Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Muhammad, and today we're going to do a cardiovascular examination. First of all, you wash your hands and then you introduce yourself. My name is Muhammad. The privacy is ensured by closing the door. Your WIPPE isn't that right?
Yes.
So I took the patient's data. And today we're going to do a cardiovascular examination that might include taking off your shirt and exposing the upper part of your body. Is that all right with you?
Yes.
So I took the patient's consent and explained the procedure. First of all, you're going to lean on here on the bed. The bed is going to be 45 degrees, so this is the posture he's going to be in. And first of all, we're going to see the appearance. The appearance, he doesn't look ill, and the body is fit. He doesn't look obese nor cachaxic. Also, his color is not pale. Also, there are no deformities in there, and for the environment, there is nothing connected to him. Okay, so ideally, I would check on the vitals. I would ask of the heart rate and the blood pressure. Also, I'm going to ask about the body temperature and the oxygen saturation. So now, you're going to raise your hand for me like this. Yes, okay. And then I'm going to now check on the temperature on both arms and hands on 3 points. Here first, and then here, and then on here. And it's symmetrical and it's normal. Okay, first, and now we're going to focus on one hand, and we're gonna actually focus on the fingers. There are 3 things that we're gonna focus on. There is no peripheral cyanosis on here. There is no splinter hemorrhage, and also on the metacarpopharyngeal joint there is no xanthomata. And also the xanthomata might appear on the palm, but it doesn't appear in here, so it's normal. Then we're gonna check on the ulcers node. The ulcers node usually appears on the finger. On the finger beds actually, but it doesn't appear in here, so it's normal. And the Jane ways, it's gonna be on the thinner and the hypothinner usually, but it doesn't appear on here. Okay, so it's normal. And then we're gonna check on the nicotinic staining. It usually can be between these 2 fingers, but it doesn't appear on here, so it's normal. Okay, then we're gonna do the capillary refill test. The capillary refill test is by squeezing the fingertips of the patient and waiting for, like, if the paleness disappeared within 2 seconds, then it's normal. If the paleness didn't disappear after these 2 seconds, then it's not normal. And then we're gonna do the clubbing test. Can you do this for me? Okay. I don't see no problem because I can see the crystal sign in here, so there is no clubbing. So now I'm gonna check on the radial pulse. Can you do that to me? And first of all, we're going to check on the rate of the radial artery. I'm going to set the watch until it reaches 15 seconds and count the pulses, and then multiply it by 4. It was 19 pulses per 15 seconds. Then we multiply it by 4, and it reaches 76 per minute. Then we're going to check on the rhythm of the radial pulse. The rhythm is regular. It doesn't show any abnormality. It is not irregular, nor regular. And then we're going to start on the checking on the characteristics of the radial pulse. First of all, I'm going to check on the volume. The volume, you check it by the strength of the pulse you feel. If it was not too strong or not too weak, then it is normal. And now we're going to do the collapsing pulse test. But before you do that, you should place your hands in 2 different positions. The first hand should be on the radial artery. The second hand should be on the end of the forearm. Be cautious not to put it in the cubital fossa, because you might feel the brachial artery, and that might give you a wrong indication. So now we're going to start the test. I'm going to raise the hand of the patient so fast, and if I feel any pulse shift from the radial to the forearm, then it is positive. If I don't feel so, then it is negative and it's normal. I don't feel the shift, so it's normal. And now we're going to check on the symmetry. You should place your both hands on the radial arteries of the patient, and you feel it. If you don't feel any delay, then it's a negative sign of the radial delay. If you feel any delay on that, it is a positive sign, and that's it. All right. Now we're going to check on the face. There are 3 parts on the face we're going to check on. First of all, we're going to check on the eye, the cheeks, and also on the mouth. On the eye, I'm going to ask the patient to close his eyes. Can you close it? Yes. And I can see there is no xanthelisma, and that's a normal sign. Can you open it now? And I'm going to drag the patient's conjunctiva to see if there is any pallor. There is no pallor. And in the sclera, there is no jaundice. And that's it for the eyes. And if you can see on the cheeks, there is no malar face, so it's normal. And then I'm going to ask the patient to open his mouth. Can you open it? Normal hygiene, normal mouth hygiene, and there is no central cyanosis, and there are no dysmorphic features like high arched palate, and that's it. Okay, now we're going to check on the neck. There are two things to check on the neck which is the carotid artery and also the JVB. First of all, we're going to check on the carotid artery. You have to put 3 fingers, one finger on the Adam's apple, another finger on the sternocleidomastoid, and between them, you push on here to feel اللي هو the carotid pulse. The carotid pulse has normal rhythm, normal volume as I can feel. So yeah, this is the carotid pulse. Okay, now we're gonna check on the GVB. Can you lean down in there and rest? Okay. The JVB is actually lateral to the carotid artery, and it's not palpable like the carotid artery. Now, as you can see here from the right position, you have to be in the right position to see that. There is 2 waves that the pulse is moving on. This is the GVB, and you can check it more by the torch, like so, and here. Now I'm going to put the rulers. First ruler is going to be on the Lewis angle, and it's going to be perpendicular to the ground, not to the patient. So yeah, I'm going to put it in there, and the other ruler I'm going to put its end on the end of the GVB, and I'm going to see on here. Yes, I could see like it's 2 centimeters, and it's normal. Below 3 centimeters is normal overall. 50% of patients doesn't have doesn't have it so clear. So you have to do the hepatojugular reflux. And how do you do that? You push on the right side of the abdomen, and you push it down there like this, and you would see the JVB increasing for 10 seconds at least. And then you let so, and it became higher. We've checked on the upper extreme recirculation by checking on the radial pulse. But now we're going to check on the lower extreme recirculation. First of all, I'm going to ask the patient, is that okay with you to expose the upper part of the leg? Okay. So now I'm going to push firmly on the tibia for 5 seconds at least. And then I release. If you notice any pitting edema, this is an indication of congestive heart failure, but there is no indication here, so it's normal. Then we're going to check on the dorsalis pedis pulsation. Now, how do I do that? I'm going to ask the patient to point his big toe toward his face. Okay. Now we're going to notice the extensor hallucis longus tendon. Lateral to it, on here, you're going to feel the dorsalis pedis artery. And that's it. Ideally, I would do the pericardium examination, but it would be in a separate video. And now you can cover up the patient and thank him. Thank you, WIPPE. And I'm going to wash my hands. To summarize the results, there was no peripheral cyanosis in the hand, and there was no xanthomata. Also in the face, in the eyes especially, there was no xanthelisma, there was no malar face, and also in the mouth, it was normal hygiene, and there was no central cyanosis. And also in the neck, it was the carotid artery was all right, and the JVB also was that so. And overall, the patient is normal.